Awesome. Hey guys, it is absolutely fantastic to see you once again. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. It really does mean the world to me that you are willing to sacrifice just a few minutes out of your day to watch my reviews. You guys are awesome. You are the best. So thank you. So today we're going to be talking about the new Netflix film, Let It Snow. So Let It Snow, what can I tell you about it? Okay, so it's basically, if you have watched Love Actually or New Year's Eve, it's one of those films where there's a bunch of different storylines that focus on different people and they kind of all converge at a similar event near the end. This film does tackle very cliche stories though. You've got, of course, your classic boy and girl. They're both friends. They've known each other their whole lives and they're too afraid to tell each other that they like each other. That's one of the main ones. Very cliche. You know what's going to happen in that one. And then we started getting to a little bit more of the unique stories. One of the very unique ones that I thoroughly enjoyed was there's this famous singer. Everyone knows him. Everyone loves him. And he's on this train and he runs into a girl that really just doesn't enjoy him. And so they go off on this little adventure together, and that story was a lot more exciting for me. That was a lot more fresh. There was a lot more to dive into with that story. And then another story that's not really romantically focused. There are two friends that get into a fight, and eventually they have to, get over themselves, they have to ask each other for forgiveness, come together, and they become closer as friends. That's more of a self-discovery journey as well. And then there was an LGBTQ storyline, and that one followed two lesbians as they go on their journey pursuing one another. The one is already out of the closet, and the other one, she hasn't told anyone. She's still hiding her true feelings. And so they've got to maneuver around that. That one was quite an interesting storyline as well. But if I had to use one word to describe this movie, it would be safe. This movie really tries to play everything safe. And what I mean by that is it's very surface level for majority of the film. The film doesn't take risks. It plays a lot with cliches. And that's not to say that the characters do not have depth. Lots of these characters are explored and they are developed, but in a very cliche way. And the film focuses a lot on the idea of let it snow. Okay, that's even the title of the film, but it focuses a lot on the snow. And the theme behind that is sometimes snow is a hindrance. Meaning in your life, you are going to face things that really slow you down. And there are going to be times that are tough and hard. For example, your car getting stuck in snow, or snow falling on you and you have to deal with that. Going down a sled and you fall off your sled. Life can be rough sometimes. But at the same time, snow can be incredibly beautiful. So life can be hard, but life can also be incredibly rewarding. That's the theme they were going with in this movie. But again, this film is just really safe. It doesn't tread new ground too valiantly. It just tells stories that we'll know that we as the viewers are familiar with and that we like to see. And again, it is a Christmas movie. It takes place on Christmas Eve. Does it carry a Christmas message? Not that I can see. The big one is love and forgiveness. They do talk about Jesus for a little bit, but it's in quite a comedic scene where they try to have a play that's very PC. Everyone's represented and no one can be offended. So they've got, Jesus with all of the other goddesses and gods, and they're trying to, turn Christmas into Hanukkah as well. And also, basically it's just a big jive with all the religions all together. There were some comedic moments in that, and that was quite a funny scene, but it was very politically correct. I know I've used the word safe a lot, and while this film is incredibly cliche, I wouldn't say it is a bad film. If you enjoy your romantic comedies or just your romantic dramas, you are probably going to enjoy this film. There are a lot of things to be invested in. There are a lot of stories that can really suck you in and engage you. For example, the two storylines that I thoroughly enjoyed the most were the very cliche boy and girl that have been friends their whole lives and they're too afraid to tell each other. That was a really fun one for me. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. And another one that I really enjoyed was the celebrity interacting with the girl that really just doesn't like him. That one was a fun one for me to watch as well. So the film does do the simple things really well. And then we get to the actors themselves. These actors really, they pull their weight. They did a good job. You never once got distracted or thought that an actor was acting. And they had some really engaging and interesting characters as well, which I really enjoyed. There's this one woman that, in my opinion, stole the entire movie. She wears a tinfoil hat and tinfoil clothes and everything. And she was just by far the most interesting and exciting and happy, just funny character to watch. And what I didn't like is they never explain why she's just covered in tinfoil. So many people keep asking her, why do you wear tinfoil? And she just goes, no. Which is really disappointing because I'd have loved to know the reason. And I think it might just be a case of lazy writing where the writers went, wouldn't it be funny if this woman wore tons of tinfoil and then they didn't have a reason for her to wear the tinfoil? That's what it feels like, which is a little bit disappointing, but the joke is still quite funny and the performance is awesome. But sure guys, that was my review on Let It Snow. Look, if you love romantic comedies and if you enjoy romantic anything, you will enjoy this movie. It is just a film with a bunch of young people falling in love. It is basically a high schooler's version of Love Actually. That's pretty much what it is. I think that's a good description of it. But guys, I would recommend it if you enjoy romantic movies. But guys, thank you so much for watching my review. You're the best. I love you. I'll see you in the future.